yoke and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now it's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. Gets around him, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They go to Johnson again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. When you get a nice gain like that, so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Goff on first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The Lions at 7-2 here on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here, CD. Winners of 7 of their last 9.
And a big part of the problem, too many 3-and-outs on offense. That led them to only scoring 10 points in their last game. They're going to have to find a way to sustain some drives and finish them with points.
Hey, 5. Shell. We're good. We're good.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
2 for 66. Value 3. Value 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. 2nd and 10, Goff again.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hey, Shell.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 4th down, a give to Gibbs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
On first down, it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. He'll find Jones again, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A give up the middle to Johnson.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Back to throw. Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
EQ.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Caught by Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jalen Reeves-Maybin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Khalif Raymond now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Now Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Justin Fields
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Bears have retaken the lead.
And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Done. 17. 17. 17.
Now Goff on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
The 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 5.
Orange. 4 down. Turbo set.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown.
Now a first down throw. Goff.
And that's going to be caught by people.
And now the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
To throw is Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fields now to throw. Pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Here we go. Go.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more. This is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got Mason complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion goes the tight end. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Williams, a man in motion right.
12, 12, 12, 12. What's that?
Goff on first down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 6. Goff now looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Now it's Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for two here.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Javon Kinlaw
coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now it's Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are right back in this football game.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ric Flair. What's that?
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, it's gone.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann? It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now gone. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And the question now, can they get closer on third down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
Whoa! DC!
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Right.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Here we go, son.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Right.
quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Chicago. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Shell! Shell! Zeus! Set!
Now it's gone. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Hold on. Check. Shell! What's that?
Goff now to throw. Connects with Peoples-Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Final minute.
Hey,
no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
What's that?
Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Super!
Goff. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
4 down. Listen. 5.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my